Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Don't make yourselves being stupid because you are afraid to face reality. So when a situation is exposed in front of you, don't try to ignore it because you don't like the obvious. By figuring out what happened, you could find the antidote to that. You can fix it. If you choose to use euphemisms or you try to make it kind and nice, you will not find the ways to fix it if it's fixable. So interpret the reality as it is based on the evidence. You take it from different angles, as many as possible, and be as objective as possible. Now, what happened here? I will show you a link of events and how certain events chronologically could determine one another. I'm not saying they are, I'm just pointing them out to you. And I want you not to make yourself stupid. I want you to use your brains and look at it and say, well, let me assess the situation, these little pieces of evidence in a chronological order, the way an attorney, or not an attorney, a judge will look, or an investigator would look at them when brings evidence and reaches a conclusion. All right, this is what happened. Joe Biden at one point had a son, and this son is Hunter Biden. And this Hunter Biden made some paintings, some arts, painted some garbage. And there were some big guys we did not know until a few days ago with the name of the people who purchased with, I would think it was hundreds of thousands of dollars, this piece of art that Hunter Biden painted. Nothing wrong with that. The problem is, now that we know who that person was, we'll see if there was any connections between that person as a female, any governmental positions, appointments by daddy or not. You know what I mean? Let's see. I'm not saying it happened. What I'm saying is I'm going to bring you evidence, put it in a chronological order, and maybe they're not connected. I'll let you be the judge. Fox News, Biden donor appointee purchasing Hunter's art represents conflict of interest, end quote, and raises red flags. So the person who bought Biden's art was appointed, and she is a donor, big donor to Biden. Do you think it's a coincidence? Don't play dumb. Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali. For me, from the very beginning, I already who this person is, who has backed President Biden's candidacy, was found to have scooped up Hunter's artwork. And I'm going to show you who Elizabeth is. Okay, I will show you. Now, let's go and see here. A President Biden's donor and appointee who purchased Hunter Biden's expensive artwork presents an apparent conflict of interest and raises red flags, end quote. Ethics expert, you don't need to an expert, experts, plural, told Fox News Digital. The identities of the individuals who have bought Hunter's paintings have remained under wraps. However, Business Insider revealed Monday that one of the anonymous buyers is Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali, whom President Biden appointed to the Commission of the Preservation of America's Heritage Abroad in July 2022. Maybe there's no connection between these guys, it's just a coincidence. So what if she bought it, right? So what? Okay, no problem. But we go further than that. This person, Hirsch Naftali, is a significant Democrat donor and has purchased large amounts behind Biden. She donated more than $200,000 to his 2020 candidacy and added just over $13,000 to his campaign and victory fund for the 2024 election. Nothing wrong with that, right? Because here you call donations. In other countries, you call it differently. Starts with a B, 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 B. Okay, and all right. She has also frequently visited the White House. Her appointment came 8 months after Hunter Biden's first art opening, though it is unclear whether her purchase came before or after her appointment. All right, let's see who this person right here. This is the lady. I don't know if she's a lady. She's a woman. This is the woman, okay? Hirsch. All right, Hirsch, Naftali. Let's see who you are. So I said, let's see, maybe we can have her right here. Ready for you. I put it, Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali, Wikipedia. Enter. Oh my God, look what comes first. Jesus Christ. So I couldn't find anything in Wikipedia. She's not that important yet. But this little article here drew my attention. And I said, oh, who are these haters right here? JNS, huh? And it says, Biden named, let's go over. I'm going to open it for you like this. A JNS, Jewish News Syndicate. I said, who the, really? They will say this Biden named Jewish collector who bought Hunter's art to prestigious role. All right. So these guys already say that she bought Hunter's and Biden names this as prestigious role. So they already say what these guys were incapable of saying. Remember they said it's unclear. Where is that? Her appointment came, it is unclear whether her purchase came before or after the appointment. Okay, these guys tell us exactly when it is. So when did this happen? Hey, Fox News, today, July 26th. They don't know. They don't know if it happened before. Let's see if these guys know. When was this article written? July 25th, 2023. So this is yesterday. So they knew it yesterday, before Fox News knew it. And they call it like this. So let's see. It doesn't mean that these guys are right. Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali was appointed to the U.S. Commission for the Preservation of American Heritage Abroad. Despite President John's assurances that her Business Insider report reveals the collector Okay, in July the same thing, and the timing of purchase, however, is unknown. This is the, it's in we don't know. Okay, they don't know either, but it's in quotation marks. This is what the insider says. All right, well, and we have here the ethicist Bruce Weinstein told Insider that it would be more of an issue if Hirsch Naftali bought the painting before her appointment rather than afterward. And quote, I'm quoting right now. If you really wanted to choose the most ethically appropriate course of action that would not involve any conflict of interest, real or perceived, then you don't buy the painting. So that he says, don't even buy it if you want to avoid it. So who are these guys? I said, man, who are these guys? So I went right here, Jewish News Syndicate. Jewish News Syndicate is an English language newswire service focused on the Jewish world and Israel, launched in September 2011 as Jewish News Service and published by Russell Pergament and Josh Katzen. And it says the position is just 2015. It's not a negative. I don't see anything anti-Semitism, anything like that. So it's not a negative thing here. These are, nothing wrong with these guys, but they mention this right here a day before these weasels are mentioning. Now, as I said, it's up to you to use your brain and decide whatever you want. But as that ethicist said, if you don't want to be perceived as any conflict of interest, stay away from purchasing those garbage pieces of art. In real world, and you live in the real world, you know that sometimes you go to the boss's son, stupid, theater or whatever it is, and you buy whatever they want you to buy because that's the way it is. You do that. You sometimes, do certain things that you don't want to do it. Why? Because the boss will promote you. It happens. Remember, I think 60% of your promotion is based on your relationship higher relationship with the guy who has the power to promote you. About 60% from the books I've been reading. Okay, I might be wrong, but that plays a big role. You can be the best. If the boss doesn't like you and he doesn't go fishing with you, but goes with Gigi, he's going to appoint Gigi. Gigi is going to get the promotion, not you. Why? Based on we play ping pong, we measure our balls, we go to parties together, and he kisses my balls each and every day. The other guy doesn't. You don't, he does. No promotion, yes promotion. Gigi is going to be your boss. Don't tell me it doesn't work that way. So now going back to how I started this video, don't dumb yourself down because you are too embarrassed by what you might have found. This is the way it goes. And this is with the donations here. You donate and then you get the appointment. Look at all these guys that are, for instance, look at Psaki, and not only Psaki, Jen Psaki and others. They were appointed. They were not donors. They campaigned for. And you're rewarded with some position. That's how it works in a democracy. Not because you necessarily are, or you get a reference from someone. Like, for instance, what's his name? It was an article about 3 days ago, former President Trump said that he appointed, was his Christopher Wray, I think? Christopher Wray, the guy from, I think he's CIA or FBI always. I don't know if he's the CIA or he's the FBI. I don't know, I think he's a CIA, but nevertheless, he's director of one of these two weasel institutions that really control stuff. He said, well, Chris Christie recommended Christopher Wray for the position. And why did you say yes? Why? Because Trump did not know Christopher Wray. The other guy knew it. Knew the guy. So that's the way it goes. I know you, you know me. And this is a democracy. So you vote for one person and you have the chiefs of departments over there that you never voted for. Never voted for. That person, that woman over there, Hirsch, whatever her name is, she is the chief or whatever in a department. Foreign something. What the hell is her? So Elizabeth Hirsch Naftali. She is what? She been appointed to the Commission for the Preservation of America's Heritage. She represents the preservation of American heritage. Do you think so? I don't think so. But anyway, that's the person. What qualification does she have? I don't know. I know three of them. One, she is a buyer. The other one, she's a spender. And the other one, she knows people. Those are the qualifications. I don't know. I'm not saying there's a connection. But as the ethicist said, don't even bother. Because right now, then I will not be surprised at all, if she bought it before or after. She bought it after, people will say, because she had to pay back. You know, she had to show her allegiance. You know, and before she needed the position. So either way you look at it, she benefited. Or the second one, you gave me this, I'm going to give you this, and she already gave $200,000 plus what, $16,000 or $14,000. Anyway, that's the way it is, my friends. You make your own mind, but and I make mine, and unfortunately, that's the way the system works here. The biggest democracy on this planet, the house on the hill, and everybody, and lecturing everybody how to run their democracies. These guys with donations and appointments, and Jesus Christ, and that guy over is barely conscious over there, and Kamala, that doesn't know squat. This guy, this is the democracy in the U.S. This is a democracy. You got generals that you got what's her name, Karine Jean-Pierre, appointed just because because you know exactly why, because she's so smart. Jesus Christ, never impressed me with her stupidity. I gotta tell you that. It's just unbelievable, man. I have to go. I can go on and on and on with this officials, with the U.S. government. And then you ask me, oh, you got Blinken, another average Joe. Jesus Christ. And these guys are facing the other guys. Remember when Trump said, well, those guys are killers over there. Those guys, when they meet, I'm talking about how do you call them? The Chinese, the Russians, those guys are killers, are not like these weasels. They are weasels. He didn't say weasels. I say weasels. He said something else. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.